Marianne, again with Palm Beach Therapy and Fitness Provider. And you just can't get enough of me, can you? I'm just kidding. All right, so we're here to have a Mix It Up yoga class. We're going to do a little bit of everything, which is kind of what I do these days. I make it eclectic, breath work, but a lot of tone and core in here. So I think we all need that. Okay, so let's start by some good breath work. We're going to inhale through the belly, golden white light through the nose, positive energy. Let's inhale happiness, okay? That's connected to the higher consciousness. And then we're going to exhale up the back of the spine. I think I've done this with you before, around into the third eye, illuminating that third eye, wisdom, guidance, intuition in the center of the brain. Third eye, Ajna chakra, goes into the center of the brain. So it's a simple looping breath, but it's deep and it will make you feel good. All right, inhale deeply through the nose to the belly. Sit up nice and tall, please. And then exhale up the tailbone, low back. See it going up behind your shoulder blades or in the middle of them. And then up the back of your neck, around the back of your head, and into the middle of your forehead, permeating into the center of your skull. Okay, a lot of talk there, so we'll just simplify it by a deep inhale through the nose, golden white light, bring it down to your belly, bottom of your belly. Exhale up the back body, all the way around. Illuminate that sixth chakra in the center of the head. Inhale deeply, belly breath, gold light, love, happiness. Exhale up the back, around the back of the head, right into the middle of the forehead, into the brain. Inhale, gold white light. Exhale, bring it into the third eye. Do one more of those, please. Inhale deeply. Happiness, put a little smile on the corner of your lips, always feels better. And exhale. Just notice how you're feeling, notice this experience and the result. Okay, just by a little breath work. The mind controls the body, but the breath controls the mind. All right. So with that, let's bring our hands back and just take a little back bend here. Open the chest. You can even bring your butt off the floor, stretching through your hip flexors. And exhale, suck that belly in and around. So we're doing seated cow and cat. Inhale, let your hands help you up. Exhale, round and squeeze that belly. Inhale, arch, lift if you want. It's almost like doing a little camel pose, but on the shin bones. Exhale, round, squeeze that root lock. Two more. Inhale, exhale. One more, everybody. Inhale. Really exaggerate the top of it. And exhale. Oh, that felt grand. Open up those legs and give them a big shake out. Let's take our butt flesh out and just rock side to side. Find those bumps underneath us. It's like, why do you want to sit on those bumps? The butt's much softer, but it just stabilizes you better. Otherwise, you're wobbling around like a Jell-O pad. Okay, so we're going to open those legs up and let's circle the feet. So I just have my hands behind me, so I don't have to worry about holding myself up. I'm being a little lazy yogi. Okay, crack those ankles and reverse. And spread your toes while you're at it. I always like to add that. Okay, put my water out of the way because I don't want to spill it. And we're going to just do a little twist here, sitting tall. That's it. Keeping the arms bent, tummy's really tight with your twists always. It's like we know this, but if we're not being conscious what we're doing in the moment, we can space off and, and go somewhere else and not pay attention, and that's when we might be susceptible to injuries, but not just that, just that you're not really properly executing the movements and you don't get the full benefit out of it. Mostly that. I like to be positive. So let's slide over that right leg, and we're going to come up, reach the arms up and over, slide over the left leg. And just don't go full throttle, just nice and easy here. We're just warming up. Inhale, remember if you need to stop, take rest, come back, or do a different pose, or change it up a tad to modify to what feels good for your body. If there's something you can't do, use your imagination and stay with us and just figure out what else you might do. You can just sit one asana or one pose out if you need to. Okay, we'll roll those shoulders around, back and down. And we're going to roll them forward. Loosen up the shoulders first. Loosen up your wrists, sit nice and tall. In fact, bring that left leg out there so both your legs are forward. Sitting tall, danda is the spine, so dandasana. This is dandasana when you engage your seated muscles so that you really have seated with good posture. Rolling the wrists. Just do a little sway back and forth. Okay, just touch elbow to hip or towards your hip. 4 more. Remember to breathe through your nose in yoga unless we really get going and you need to exhale some extra volume out your mouth. Okay, let's roll those shoulders around. And let's forward circle them. And we're going to flex and curl our fingers under. So just working the wrists a little different way here. All right, really good. Okay, let's reach the arms up, pull the shoulders down, suck that belly in, and just come straight down. There's a little softness in your knees if you're starting to feel back pulling. So you can bend those knees. Most of you know that, just reminding you. So coming down where your back is straight here. Okay, that's your edge. When you can't go any further, that's your edge. So we're always edge hunting to our edge where we don't want to go any further because it's a little too much for now. So then your back is straight here, and then you're coming down. You're going to round down. You're not going to make it down without rounding. So you got to round here. Okay, coming up. Okay. And let's point the toes and flex, and point and flex. Just loosening up those joints, juicing the joints, I call it. So we're going to come back into inverted plank or inclined plane. So if you're going to just lift your butt up, just do a mini lift and then come down. And then press through the heels of your hands and the heels of your feet and lift. Come up a little higher. Maybe you can point your toes forward. Try to keep your head in line with your spine. Squeeze your tush, lift. This is into your low back muscles, so this is not an easy pose. Let's do a counter pose, forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Okay, coming back, hands behind. If it's uncomfortable, you can splay your hands a little out to an angle. It's supposed to be fingers forward, but sometimes we need to change it. So I don't want to have lax arms. I squeeze them inward, lifting up, if you can, bottoms of your feet towards the floor. We did it. I can't believe it. I haven't done that for a while, but I'm pretty warmed up. So that was inclined plane. It's a powerful pose. Not my favorite pose, but that's because I'm not that good at it probably. Okay, we're going to come forward. You know, the favorite ones are the ones we love best. So just coming forward for a back stretch. Okay, let's go into bound ankle pose, hands behind. Just going to wiggle our legs, just doing the basics here, which we need to do all the time. Just repeat our practice and be consistent and diligent. That's what yogis are, diligent with our diet, eating healthy foods. Try not to buy junk, because if you buy it and it's around there, you know what happens. Okay, pressing down gently, I always like to massage. Okay, we're massaging with a twofold purpose of juicing your finger joints and of adding some nice relaxed movements to open up those glutes and those hips, playing with your butt. Okay, press it down, lean opposite, getting a nice stretch in the groin here. We don't always get that during our day. So let's go to the other side. Press down, give it a massage. Once you start to press a little, you'll figure out where you need it. With my hip on the other side, here it's more my glutes. So we're not perfectly symmetrical, our body. That's why one side will be more tighter than the other. Believe it or not, one leg's a little bit longer, maybe one side of your hip is a little higher. No, I'll hate to break it to you, but we're not perfect. All right, so here we are, hands behind. If this is too much on your knees, of course, open up those legs. Don't hurt yourself, please. Feet together, grab hold of your ankles or just above, pull the elbows in. That will help to elevate your spine. And then we do that belly scoop, coming forward, find your edge, can't go any further. Then grab your feet with your hands, pull up on those toes, and round down. Okay, how did we do? Sometimes let's try it again. Come out of the pose, gently go back in. And again, suggested sometimes that you do that 3 times. Exhale back in. All right, good job. Let's bring our hands behind, actually our forearms, and go for a bike ride. I just feel like I need to loosen up the knees and the back of my knees. Okay, you can bring your head down. My voice carries better with my head up and looking at you, so if I was doing this at home, I'd just be looking at my toes. Okay, let's reverse. I'm trying to keep my head in alignment so I don't get my neck all stiff and squished up. Okay, let's rock it out a little bit. So just rock and roll. I hope you have a comfortable surface. If you don't, you might not want to rock. You might just want to hold it here and get your abs nice and tight. Otherwise, it's rock and roll. Coming forward, going back. You can even bring your feet overhead if that feels good for you. This is plow pose when the feet go overhead. Okay? Touchdown. Oh, yeah. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, let's stick boat. You ready, everybody? Let's stick it. Put on the brakes. The abs are our brakes. So this is half boat, right? It's a little easier than the full boat. I like to start with my hands holding my legs, and then if I feel okay with it, try and take them off. And then you can always put them on behind your back if it's too much. And come down and use your arms to help you. So coming down and then coming up. Let's do that. Come down and come up. If you're pretty strong, you can try holding your legs and coming up. Just try to do it. You don't have to do full range of motion. Or you can drag your heels slightly on the floor. That's easier, not holding your legs up. You're still feeling it in your abs, I'm sure. If you think you can let go a little harder, palms in. Go into low boat and back to half boat. Exhale. 4 more. 3 more. Exhale. And 1 more. Take it back. And bring your knees to your chest. Let's rock it side to side. Oh, how good that feels. Okay, let's take that right knee into your chest. This is also called wind relieving pose. Please don't ask for a detailed explanation on that. And then go ahead and switch. Crazy thing to name a pose, but I guess that's life. Let's go ahead and switch. And we'll straighten that leg. We're going to point the toes, taking the back of the calf, or you want to keep your shoulder blades down. So if you're rounding up by holding towards your foot more, bring your hand up higher on your legs so that your shoulder blades stay on the mat, please. Okay, so that's good. You want to keep your shoulder blades down. Now if you can lift up, you're going to pull, and then you're going to switch. Inhale, exhale. Just pulse that leg in
If you need to just lay down and not have your head up, if you have neck issues, do so. Otherwise, it's good strengthening for your neck to hold it up a little bit. Keep a fist between your chin and your chest, guys. Pull, pull. Inhale, exhale. Don't forget to breathe. 4 more, really good for you. Stretching those hamstrings, working those abs. And 1. And let's rock back up. We're gonna open up those legs. We're gonna come over the left leg. Starting to get a little more stretched out now. Let's bring that inside right arm up and over, sink through that other butt cheek, the other side, sink it. That would be your right butt cheek. Okay, take this arm, if you're pretty flexible, give you a couple options. Either stay here, or you can stay here. This is more weight to the stretch. Or you can bring this forearm to the inside of the leg, slide forward only if you're more flexible, and then you take the outer edge of that foot. Now maybe you can't grab the foot. Maybe you'll grab the part of the leg, or put your hand behind your head. That's easier. You want to rotate your chest a little bit more up towards the ceiling, so you're doing a thoracic rotation here with the side stretch, and come up. Whoa, whoa, Nellie. Okay, let's massage. Take a few breaths in between, always good. Really get good lungs here. We need good lungs. Oh, all right, shake it out, relax your legs a little bit, and let's go for the other side. These are basic exercises that I'd like to do every day. So yeah, we have to repeat some of the same ones. We can add some variety, but some of these just are everyday doers. So you're staying here, bring that back arm to the inside, palm up, forearm on the floor if you can, if not, if it doesn't go that far. Then you can come here. You want to work your abs a little more, you can match the bottom arm to the top. Other option is bring the hand, forearm down, hand to the back of the head, slide over that leg towards that foot. Open up your chest, draw that upper elbow back, supporting your head with your hand. And then if you can grab something easily, maybe even the other arm, something to leverage you and help to bring you down a little further. You're doing a rotation and a side stretch. Sinking through that left sit bone, although it's not on the mat, it's okay. It's okay, you don't get punished if that bone comes off the mat. It just happens. Okay, so now that we've done each side, if you have a ball, you can use it, or a block. Sometimes it's kind of fun to just come forward and bring the floor closer to you. It's a little easier. It gets you in a little different position. So shift side to side and walk your butt back. And then just come down nice and slowly. You can stay on your forearms, you can stay on your hands. Just see where it takes you. You're not in competition. And then coming up. Well done. Okay, tortoise pose, we've been doing that. So you can just come down, there's a lovely back stretch. Or you can come forward more, or you can even cross your ankles. And then you come into your little tortoise shell. Kind of weird. But it's kind of fun, okay? All right, so let's come on to all fours. And just wiggle it out, shake out your tail, everybody. And then we're gonna come into plank pose. Okay, let's review all the elements of a good plank. Squeeze your quads into the bone. Draw the shoulder blades down and back. If I reach the quads into the bone and I reach my heels back, I'm not sagging into my low back. So I try to think of that right away. Then I'm thinking to look forward so that my head doesn't drop and around my upper back. And I'm drawing the elbow creases forward, opening the shoulder. Just try that and see how it feels. And what about the hand position? Fingers spread, pressing into the, if you just think mound of the index finger, you'll be doing pretty good. I'm kind of gripping with my finger pads and the base of my fingers, so I don't have all the weight into my wrist. Exhale, come back. Let's walk your hands back to your feet and round up. Shake out those hands, they probably need it. Okay, we'll come all the way up and take a little back bend here. Reach up with those arms, lift your right knee up, whoops, and exhale it down. So this is standing danda. Okay, lengthening and then bringing it down. We'll walk forward to plank. Try to do it in 4 hand steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do a little chaturanga push-up. So I'm going to come down to my knees, lift up my heels, cross my ankles, get the weight into my thighs off my kneecaps. I'm going to do a little hovering, coming down, dipping down. Okay, not under my elbow level, just maybe a couple inches, chaturanga dandasana, and come up. And then go down again and up, couple more. Exhale and inhale, and exhale and inhale. Good. Go ahead and uncross those ankles, walk back to your feet, do it in 4 hand steps if you can. 2, 3, 4, round it up, shave your legs, roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale the right knee up, driving the left leg through the floor. Exhale, put it down, arms go down. Other side. Inhale, little balance here. Exhale down, ready to go forward? I bet you are. 4 steps, 1, 2, 3, wrists under shoulders. Coming down for that chaturanga dandasana. So you can come down if you're really strong. You might not want to have your knees on the mat. Most of you are going to have your knees there. You can cross your ankles and hover. When you hover, you're in chaturanga dandasana. And then press up, and let's bring our wrists wide, fingers splaying inward to work the triceps and chest muscle. Coming onto quads again off my kneecaps, and just do some little dips. Just try it out for size. You don't have to go very low. Experiment. Don't move fully into your poses. Warming up the body. 4 more if you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Uncross those ankles, please. We're going to walk back. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're getting tired, you can just take a rest in child's, stirring your wrists around, or you can follow me and come up, nice and rounding, stretching the spine, rolling the shoulders. Inhale the right knee up. Let's bring that leg forward, bring the arms out to the side, little variation to candle pose. And take it into airplane. Bend that knee and kind of weave it back into airplane. So stay high and light. You can even have the toes on the floor lightly behind you, or you can bring your chest parallel to the floor. Good, heavy in that left hip. Okay, come on up. Shake it out. We've got one more side. Lift up, lift the knee up. Come into candle pose, standing tall. Try not to lean back or forward. Arms out to T. Weave that leg through for airplane. So just lightly on the floor or off, or you can challenge further by coming closer to the floor. You don't have to go halfway. Let's bring it up and out. Well done, mountain pose, Tadasana. Okay, here we go. 4, let's walk it. 3, 2, and 1. Last time here. Lower down with control, elbows in, cross your ankles, or you can do it with your knees off if you're really strong. And then you're going to come down, do some little dips. 7, 6, 5, looking forward of your mat. 4, 3, I'm going to revert to my knees, getting a little tired, don't want to push it. 2, 1. And we'll take an extended child's pose. Let's rest those shoulders by bringing our hands to our feet in real child's pose. This was extended, right? Balasana. So wiggle your fingers out, make strong fists of your hands, and roll your wrists on the mat. Let's grab our heels for rabbit pose. Tuck our chin to our chest. Bring your butt to the sky and pull strongly on those heels forward. Getting ready to do a forward somersault, stretch in the back, shoulders. If you can't touch the feet, just grab your legs somehow and try it that way. All right, let's come on up. If you got a pair of weights, you can use these. If not, I guess you don't need to use them. Okay, we're gonna do a camel stretch with knees hip socket distance. Take a little back bend. Always engage the root block, please. It's just a belly stretch. It's not how far back you can go, really. So keeping the hips over, you don't want to move your hips back here. Really the pose is with the hips over the knees. And then you reach the chest up and spread it. So you're stretching the rectus abdominis, those two long muscles. Oh, and open the chest. I like to squeeze my tush and my pelvic floor again to bring me out. And you can take your weights, and you want a strong tummy tuck here. Okay, good job. All right, let's lunge the right leg forward. Just feel it out. It's all about that back hip flexor to start. Remember, knee over ankle. Okay? So again, if you need a little extra padding, you can use a shirt. I'm going to grab my shirt. Or you can accordion your mat up. So you got a little extra padding here with this. Okay, so we're going to just take those weights. I'm going to come a little bit forward because I want to get into my back too. So I'm looking forward on the floor about a foot or two in front of my front toe. And I'm squeezing those elbows, working the back muscles, the lats, and my biceps. I'm going to pulse for 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Extend forward. Again, 3, 2, 1, and forward. 2 more. 2, 1, and 1 more. 3, 2, 1, and come on up. Let's press overhead for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, release your weights. We're going to come off that knee and switch. Okay, so we're going to lunge the left foot forward. Don't want you to have too much time on one knee. Okay, bringing that forward, you don't have to use the weights. You can just tense up your arms and still get a good benefit out of this. Okay? All right, so it's all about that back hip flexor, the front of the right hip. Okay, you can take a little back bend if you want. Just see how it's feeling today. How you feeling? All right, so this one, we're going to do it again. Actually, we're going to bring it back. Coming forward a little bit, we don't work the back muscles too much, so we want to balance that. Pull, but slow it down, pull and press forward. So slowing down, especially the press forward, we tend to try to get it over with. Let's focus on what we're doing while we are doing it. Presence. 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's bring that knee down. We're just going to go out to the side. And you can even sit on your heels if you want. Just a little lateral lift with a quad stretch, or you're standing on your knees. Bring it out. Let's bend it in. So this is, I'm sitting in lightning bolt pose or Vrikshasana. Hero's pose is when you put your butt in the middle of your legs and sit on the floor or a block. So this one's, I'm more or less sitting on my heels. 2, and 1. Well done. Let's bring those weights down. And we're going to come to plank. We're going to go into downward dog. And you can be on your forearms if you need to. In fact, we'll all come to our forearms. And we're just going to walk it forward a little bit and walk it back. So bring your feet closer to your elbows. And then you're going to lift your right leg up. This is the precursor of headstand. And then bring your knee to your chest and put that foot down. Other side, left knee to your chest and then bring it up. So eventually you come here and you go into headstand. But I'm not going to teach that today. So we're just gonna do a back bend. If you want to, you can. I will come down one more time. If you have a headstand practice, you can go ahead into headstand. Sometimes I like to do that. If you're doing headstand, you would actually interlace your fingers, except for the pinky finger. They stay flat. You would put the back of your head in your hands, and then you would come up here. You would do one leg. So let's just do one leg and the other. And there you go, and switch. This is a nice inversion, good for your brain. All right, coming down here and coming back up. All right, good job. All right, let's bring it forward. Step your feet forward. Come into standing forward bend at the front of your mat. And we'll do a reverse swan dive up. Palms touch. And I like to stretch my triceps sometimes. So I'm going to touch my back. And then we're going to open up, swan dive down. Come up leading with your nose, flat back. And bring your hands for a halfway lift. So some people do it here. I like them just above the kneecaps because I feel like I can get a straighter, halfway lifted spine. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. So bend your knees, hands under shoulders. Walk it back to plank. Here we go again, getting stronger. Exhale to the knees. Uncurl your toes. Come down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana, and then come down all the way. All right, good job. Let's stretch our arms forward. Just rock your hips side to side, getting a nice little stretch through the lower back and a little massage through your hips. Okay, we're going to take one weight. If you want to put my shirt down here. Okay, I'm going to bring your weight here. If you don't have a weight, you can use a ball or interlace your hands at your butt, okay? You're going to peel your chest up, keeping the tops of your feet on the floor. And you're going to look down at the mat. Okay, so when you're in this position, you don't want to look forward like I'm looking at you. I'm just trying to carry my voice there. I'm going to actually turn a little bit. You want to have your chin straight down so your neck is long and not all squished up again. And then come down. Let's do it again. Ground to rise. So ground through your hips. Come on up. Reach back. Squeeze your palms together if you can. Feel your inner triceps radiating. And then come down and turn your head to one side. Oh. All right, ready? Use your hips, your pubic bone. Exhale up. Press your palms together. If that hurts, keep them wide, of course. Tops of the feet stay on the floor. If you can, you're going to circle forward. A little more work. So I'm just making circles forward. And now I'm going to circle back for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Well done. Okay, coming up for a little cobra has a little bent in the arm. And then again, the higher you go, the more you add a little bit more strength into the low back. So a little more pressure. If you have back issues, you always stay low and come out really easy. I'm sure you'll learn how to adjust. Otherwise, cobra, you can keep it hot, keep it low, or go a little bit higher. Okay, let's come back down again. And we're going to bring our hands, we're going to go into Sirsasana. So we're going to, that's locust pose, making fists, bring them underneath your body. So in the old school, they said go onto your chin. I really don't like that. It doesn't feel good on my neck. So again, you can put your forehead down. Ideally, your forehead would be a few inches off the mat in line with your spine. If you had a little block or you wanted to rest it on something, so that would be in line with your spine. Or just you can hold it up and work your neck muscles. Okay, so underneath the body, and lift up that right leg. Try to keep the glutes out of it, and slowly lower down. So we're going to count to make sure we don't drop or swing. So let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. We go up, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go down, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. we're gonna hold. Do little lifts, little baby lifts. Keep those tushies soft, please. Lift and lift from the low back on the right side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you forgot about that part, huh? Who dropped it down? All right, so other side, lift it, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go down, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, bring it up steady and slow. Pause at the top and lower down in the same manner. A few more, bringing it up, bringing it down. 2 more, exhale up, inhale down. 1 more, please. Slowly bring it up. Give me some pulses. Oh, that feels good. It feels so good. Tell yourself that. 2 and 1. Woohoo! All right, little cobra here. Feet are hip socket width. Let's just come on up and come down, okay? Another one, just like that. Just press up and come down. Now when you come up, bring your hands off the mat. There you go. Can't go very high, right? Try to get up a little higher and come down. Okay, we're going to open our feet to mat distance apart. The tops of your feet stay on the mat. Stay on the mat, tops of your feet, please. So we're going to come up and go down. Root down and come up and come down. Now we're going to lift the hands off. Drive the tops of the feet into the mat, hold it. Just works different parts of the low back. And come down. Last time, we bring our feet really wide as we comfortably can. Press into your hip bones and come on up. Feels really different, huh? And come down, just little subtle changes. And let's do it again. Root to rise. And come down. Now last time, our hands come off. Press down to come up. Look down at your mat, chin long or neck long. For 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can, bring your arms forward and elbows in. 2, 3. If you can, otherwise bring your hands to the floor for this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job on those low back muscles. And here we go. We're going to sit back and come up. Let's bring our hands to our knees. Squeeze your butt under. Come into a strong chin lock. All right, really good. I think we're going to roll over onto our back and take our ball, or if you have a pillow at home, you're going to use that. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. All right, let's bring our ball in between our feet. I like using a ball, it's just more fun. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep the knees over the hips, and we're just gonna do little lifts, working lower abs. So you can bring your hands just under your tush, but try not to use your hands. They're just maybe there for some support. So just to leverage off a little bit. Try to work from the lower abs. It's not a big move. There we go. You don't have to have a ball. You can just cross your ankles and do it. Okay? So try to keep those knees. So you don't want to bring your legs forward right now. That's another one. Just lifting up. Lifting up. You got the ball or no ball? 4 more. 4. We're going to hold the last one, okay? 2. Let's hold it up, hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Good job. Let's do it again. Lift and hold. Exhale, hold, hold, hold. Really working those lower abdominals. And release. One more time. Exhale, lift and hold, and release. Good job. Just give yourself a hug. Okay, we're going to take the ball, bring it halfway down, or if you have back issues, stay higher. Okay, we're going to circle to the right and come up to the top and reverse. Coming down nice and steady and slow. That's it. Exhale up to the top. Inhale to the bottom. So every time we get to the top, we change direction. Inhale, exhale. Exhale, effort. There we go. Oh, is that good? You can make them bigger or smaller. Bigger's a little harder. Try to keep your hips steady on the mat. Okay. From here, you're going to let it come over your face and press it forward. Lift it up. Doesn't have to come to your face, maybe just over your chest. Okay, if that's too hard, just bring your feet to the floor and then lift it up. So you're just going to tap the floor with your heels or the ball. If you're a little stronger, you're going to bring it forward, kind of parallel to the floor, up and forward. 4 more if you can. Exhale and inhale and exhale out. Exhale up, inhale back, exhale out. 2 more. And 1 more. All right, come on up and take a nice seated cat stretch. Bring that ball around your back and get a nice little shoulder stretch while you're here. All right, and we're going to reverse. Okay, we're going to work the obliques a little bit now. So you're going to extend your legs, cross your right ankle over your left, bring your hands behind your head for support. You're going to bring your right leg up as you crunch up and recross that over your left. And then you're going to do a twist, elbow, knee, and bring it straight down. Continue. Straight up crunch, elbow, knee. We exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Let's hold it up. Grab our shin bone and tuck. Relax on your mat. Full body stretch. Just take a big stretch and breathe deep. Give yourself a few moments here. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Catch your breath. In fact, let's take a little sip of water before we go to the other side if you want, or else just stay and breathe. Let's go. Excuse me while I choke. All right, let's go to the other side. We're going to cross the right over the left. We're going to do, no, I'm sorry, left over right. Okay, that's better. Crunch it, and then elbow, knee, opposite elbow to knee. Recross your ankle, and take it across. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to have some great strong abs. You'll be so happy. 3 more, only 3 more. Make them your best, personal best. Let's do it. We got this. 2 more. Oh yeah, we got this. And 1 more. All right, and come on up. All right, let's flip over. And do a high cat stretch on the finger pads. Nice cat stretch. Okay. We've got down doggy. Walk out your doggy. Good. Right leg up. Bring your nose to your knee. And then step that foot forward. Come down to your left knee and plop it forward if need be. Pivot the back foot to an angle and come on up for warrior 1. Turn it into warrior 2, facing me. nice and wide. Watch that front knee, look at your back arm. Okay, reverse warrior, hand to either the leg or you can wrap it around your back, palm away. Side angle pose. Straighten that front leg, triangle pose. All right, let's bring it into a vinyasa. Bring it into plank. Lower down. I'm going to do 8-pointed pose, knees, chest, and chin. Take a little cobra here. High or low, your choice. Exhale into downward dog. Okay, breathe. Nice deep breaths here. Take 3 deep breaths. Bring your left leg skyward. Bring your nose to your knee. If you need to modify and come down to that right knee and bring it forward, otherwise step it forward, help it with your hand if it fell short of your hands. Okay, pivot that back foot in. I'm going to show you from this angle. So we come up for our warrior 1. Checking the knee is over middle toes. Back leg straight. Turn it into warrior 2. Arms level with each other, sinking evenly between your feet. Okay. Wrapping that arm across. This kind of helps keep your shoulders square. If you're like this, sometimes you might pull out of alignment. So that just helps me a little bit. You can look up at that upper hand, a little more balance when you change your gaze or your drishti. Okay, forearm to thigh for side angle pose. You're here. Extended side angle. Okay, or side angle extended B. And then coming up, straightening that front leg for triangle pose. Okay, you can bring it up like this. And we'll do another vinyasa. So coming back into plank. Holding plank for 3 breaths. Okay. Let's come into side plank. So drop your left knee, bring your back foot flat, and reach up and over. Okay. So just modifying the plank here. You can always come here if you want. Bring that other foot in front. Okay, or you can even stack them, more advanced students. Okay, we're going to roll to the other side and do it there. So I'm going to change direction so I'm facing you. So you can always come down to that right knee and do side plank this way. This is more work on your shoulders, so if you have shoulder issues, you're not going to take the next level. You might even want to use your hand. The other foot comes in front and feel it out. Then you're here, and then overhead. So all kinds of fun things you can do in there. I'm going to bring it down, good. So we're going to press it back to down dog, and then we're going to walk it forward. Let's take those weights, just a little bit longer, round it up, bring our arms out to the side, and coming into standing Dandasana. Okay, and then we'll bring the knee out to the side and bring it into tree. Little work in tree, keeping the shoulder blades plugged down the back, pressing your foot and leg together. So a little harder to balance with those weights. Challenging, or you might put your foot on the floor. Or you can just hold your hands to your chest. Okay? All right. Give yourself a little break in mountain pose. Shrug the shoulders. Do a lion's breath. 2 more. Nose in, mouth out with the sigh. 1 more. We're going to do a little forearm work on the other side. Okay? So I'm going to go like this. We're going to go into candle. My hands are at my shoulders. I'm driving that foot through the floor. And then I'm going to bring my foot in. Okay, and lower my forearms and bring them up with my elbows in. Again, you can stop the hands and bring them to your heart if you just want to focus on your balance. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna do bicep curl and we're coming into chair. So I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna draw my tailbone under to lengthen my low back. And we're gonna come on to, I'm gonna lift my right heel up. And we're gonna do thighs to shoulders. So you're working that left side more, oh yeah. You can come higher if this is too low. Of course, you figured that one out. And let's switch. The other heel comes up, squeeze your biceps, sit back. 4 more, getting a little burn, that's okay, that's good. 2, and 1, let's bring it wide. Okay, we're gonna come up and down. Toes are forward. That's it. Changing it up, we're gonna bring it up and down to the shoulders. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's just press it forward. Get a little bit of core in here. Tighten your tummy, please. That's it. You can do a little pivot on that back foot. Getting strong. 3, 2, and 1. Then bring your toes wide. We don't want the butt sticking out, so draw the tailbone under. We're going to go up and down and wash the laundry. Wash those sheets, squeeze your butt, thighs back. I always like to say that even when I'm at home doing this, so I focus. Squeeze your butt, press the thighs back. Butt, thighs, butt, thighs. 4 more. Very important one to do as we age, strengthening our legs. And 1, toes forward. So how about circling those arms? How about tightening that tummy a little more? All right, lose that. All right, good job. Let's come down to the mat. We're coming into home stretch. If you need some water, take it. Always need it when I'm talking a lot. All right. All right, let's take a gentle stretches here. Okay, we're going to do a little neck work here. So sit comfortably. If you need to sit on something, a block or whatnot. This is really comfortable for me, Vrikshasana, so I'm going to sit here. I'm going to give you 5 basic things to do every day for your neck. So I'm going to press okay, first of all, bring your ears over your shoulders. You don't want your head falling forward. Shoulders back and down. And this is one of them, the cleft. I call it the angel cleft. Like your angel's pressing your chin back. But it's not up, it's a dorsal glide. Okay, first one, number 1, left hand, left head. You're pressing into each other for 10 seconds. You can feel the muscles in your neck tense up, and you really should do a few rounds of these. Let's go to the other side. So count 10, and then press them into each other, isometric. These are great. These are also chiropractic things. I don't know if they knew all this way back 5,000 years ago or whatnot. Okay. And the other one is forehead, number 3. So just interlacing your fingers and you're pressing your forehead into your hands. Your hands are resisting. You're having like a little war with each other. So press, 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 and release. And then the next one is at the base of the skull, the occipital ridge they call it. So press back and press your hands forward 10 seconds. Okay? And last but not least, the chin cleft. So press your chin back, your chin's pressing your finger forward. You can use 2, I think 2's better. 10, and you can repeat that. Really good ones to do so you don't get a lazy neck and don't lose that C curve. And you want your posture. You don't want to be slumping forward by the time you're whatever. Okay, I'll review one more time. Give it a little press. 1 and 2. Forehead. 3. 10 seconds if you can. Just do even 3 sets. You can work up to 10, which is a lot, but that's what it's said on the chiropractic page. Bottom of the skull. 10 seconds. I think you guys can remember these. And then the chin cleft. 2 fingers. And release, and then you can press and release here.
If you want, press and release. Okay, so let's do a little breathing and quiet everything down. If you want, you can lie down. I'm going to just sit seated. You can feel free to lie down. Good, so remember that one we did earlier? Let's do it before we come into our meditation. We're going to inhale the golden white light, ask God to bless you and to make you stronger, or whatever you need. Ask Spirit, God, your higher guides, whatever you pray to, universe. Bring it all the way down into your belly and illuminate yourself. We really are light and love is where we came from, this creative, loving light consciousness. So we inhale the light, we're recharging our battery connection, and then we're exhaling up all the way up, tailbone, low back, middle back, in between the shoulder blades. Take it up to the back of the neck. Really see this like golden sack of the spine, coming up around the top of your head, going into your third eye, and illuminating you with light and love at the pineal gland. And again, inhale through your nose to the belly, light and love and blessings from above. Bring it to the bottom of the belly and exhale up, all the way up your precious spine, that sacred sap, and bring it over the head and into your third eye. Go ahead, do it again. Inhale through your nose, fill up with light and love, peace and happiness. Bring it around the back body, up over your head, and hold it into the third eye. And just allow your breath to breathe you. Know that you are a sacred being. You can say, I am light, I am love, I am. Bringing your hands to prayer at the heart, I am light, I am love, I am. And one more time, I am light, I am love, I am. First word spoken, I am that I am. So smile. Satanama from Satnam, I am truth and love, and namaste. Bringing hands forward, remembering to spread and shine your light into the world. Thank you so much for joining me. Make it a beautiful day. Positive thoughts. Don't watch the news. Thank you, everybody. Love you all.